Here's the information for the tailgate going down next weekend. New spot, Lot A, 199 Alabama Street. Music, food, steaks, chops, hot dogs, burgers, scrimps, scallops, food, drink, liquor, alcohol, Southern Edge.
Listen to me.
DJ, TVs, games is going down at the Two Live Stews tailgate.
Uber out there. $30.
Yeah.
Eat all you want.
Yep.
And drink all you want.
All day long.
$30.
We never run out of food at the tailgate.
DJ Bing's going to be there. He's confirmed to be the DJ. We're going to have big screen TVs. If y'all been for the last couple of years, y'all know how we do it when the Cowboys or the Steelers come to town.
Yeah.
Tailgates are...
Yeah, okay, BMX, this is what they want. Shit. That family shit. Dirty. Hey, yo.
You're in the dark. Pow! Dogs and poodles, it's the Two Live Stews, and we're back. Our debate that started us on radio was the effectiveness of the option, idiot.
You call your brother idiot? I never call you
A
an idiot.
dummy. What you did is called hijack the show. I'm done. Doug Stewart and Ryan Stewart streaming live Monday and Thursday at 7 a.m.
That's the number 2 live stews, youtube.com. 2 live stews, youtube.com.
Hey, people, it's your boy Chubb Rap. There's a new sheriff in town, Southern Edge Beverage Company. And let me tell you, you better taste the edge. Watch this. Taste the edge. Sweet tea vodka, salted caramel whiskey will rock you. The taste is smooth and refreshing. Gluten-free, no harsh burn for the blessing. Make it neat. Have it on ice. Buy both bottles. Have it twice. Mix with your favorite fruit juice. Nice. Mix a liqueur combo. Hype. We're black owned. Yeah. Finest in Atlanta telephone. College Park. Check this bone. Sweet tea, vodka, fix your fam. Southern Edge Beverages, Instagram. Salted caramel whiskey on the edge. New sheriff in town, baby. Taste the edge. Southern Edge can be found in the following locations in the metro Atlanta area. Total Wine and More in Alpharetta. Camp Creek World of Beverages. Prohibition Liquor. Firewater Package. Crest Wine and Spirits and Bim's Package Store. It's time to taste the edge. Southern Edge, baby.
Higher. Let's be clear. A clean, healthy environment is what you and your family deserve. The truth is, our indoor air can be up to 5 times more polluted than outdoor air, which can dramatically affect respiratory health, especially among children and the elderly. The solution is Clear. Clear filters trap and remove dangerous particles from the air, keeping substances like bacteria, viruses, mold, dust, and pollen from accumulating in your home and other indoor spaces. Clear filters offer a diverse selection of filters that meet the highest industry standards. Clear filters catch even the tiniest contaminants, creating a healthier and safer breathing experience in your home and other indoor environments without compromising the integrity of your heating, ventilation, and air conditioning systems. Visit projectclear.org and take advantage of all the benefits a cleaner, healthier, pollution-free environment has to offer. And together, let's clear the air. The best of the Two Live Stews experience.
People want me talk about dating a celebrity. People want me to date Sexy Red. That shit ain't gonna happen.
Well, but real quick,
I would never even throw my darn line in the Sexy Red water.
listen.
Ooh,
if you're about the business of this show, and you can come up on Sexy Red, that would be huge for us.
Man, you crazy. I wouldn't put your penis in Sexy Red. I cleaned that up the best way I could.
God is good.
You gotta be
and
kidding
Lord, please
me.
forgive us. Lord, please forgive us.
God
is good all the
you gotta
time,
be
and all the
kidding
time
me.
God is good. If you don't know him, you need to find him and show him love. That's all he's showing you. Nothing but love. Yeah, man. If you got your pee-pee on these streets, man, you need to put it in something that's going to benefit the show. Straight up. Take one for the team.
Nah, that's not gonna happen. I'll sexy your red.
The best of the Two Live Stews experience.
Hey, people, it's your boy Chubb Rock. There's a new sheriff in town, Southern Edge Beverage Company. And let me tell you, you better taste the edge. Watch this. Taste the edge. Sweet tea vodka, salted caramel whiskey will rock you. The taste is smooth and refreshing. Gluten-free, no harsh burn for the blessing. Make it neat. Have it on ice. Buy both bottles. Have it twice. Mix with your favorite fruit juice. Nice. Mix a liqueur combo. Hype. We're black owned. Yeah. Find us in Atlanta telephone. College Park. Check this bone. Sweet tea, vodka, fix your fam. Southern Edge Beverages, Instagram. Salted caramel whiskey on the edge. New sheriff in town, baby. Taste the edge. Southern Edge can be found in the following locations in the metro Atlanta area. Total Wine and More in Alpharetta. Camp Creek World of Beverages. Prohibition Liquor. Firewater Package. Crest Wine and Spirits. And Bim's Package Store. It's time to taste the edge. Southern Edge, baby.
Have you ever been stranded on the side of the road, Ollie?
Yes.
It's not comfortable, is it?
No.
Dogs and poodles, if you find yourself in a jam on the side of the highway, give my folks at Bay 11 Towing a call, 44770-6949. Again, that's 404-770-6949. Being stranded on the side of the road in Metro Atlanta is very stressful and dangerous. Bay 11 Towing is who you need to call, whether you're dealing with a flat tire, dead battery, full-on breakdown, or whatever that may have you on the side of the road. Call our folks at Bay 11 Towing, and they will get to you with a competitive rate and quicker than everybody else in town. Again, that's Bay 11 Towing. That number is 404-770-6949.
Been waiting all day long, baby, can't wait to see you smile. Don't wanna compromise, I don't wanna play these games. Get away, let's now I play. Come go with me. Let's make some time and get away. Making all our dreams come true. Cannot breathe.
I'm just doing a little people watching right now. Oh my. Ah! You see me? Ah! Nothing. Making I'm instituting the methods. They scared. They don't know what to do when you smile at them. We're still down at the Morehouse, leaving the meat market. Cause baby, we have the meat. It was a good time. Good evening. Good evening. We have the meat. Welcome to the Tea with Trei Unhinged. Date a single. I'm single in the city. Okay, I'm your host Trei Taylor. My partner in shine, the lovely
T-Dub, good evening. And Mocha Bella, hello. I don't have access to the chat, but hello.
So we gotta fix that, and
we'll work on it. Okay.
Thank y'all for being here. Loose Neck Sai, Mocha Bella, all these people that are watching and not talking. It's okay. It's all good. You don't have to, you don't have to say nothing. We know you're here, and we are so thankful and grateful and honored. We're honored to have you hanging out on the Tea with Trei in the Tree House, baby. I gotta cut this music off because we gotta get right on into it.
Let's do it.
Baby, we had a glorious weekend. Okay. Field tripping. And while I was getting ready, I decided, T-Dub, that from now on, it's not field trip. It's a field trip. F-E-E-L. We're field tripping.
Yes, I
Because,
like that.
It's all the good feels. And I mean, to be honest, maybe sometimes it might not be a good feel. It's okay. We need those experiences for whatever reason. You taught me that. I mean, after I went to meet DDS in my phone, you said, it's all right, girl. You needed that. And so field trip it is. Shout out. Let me put my glasses on. Sydney Action Jackson. Thank you for being here. The greatest. And all of you who are here. Let's get right to it. T-Dub, how was your weekend?
Oh, what a weekend it was, I tell you. So it started out on Friday night.
And where were we?
We were at Spaceman, and it was very, very slow because we had an early reservation, but it lit up pretty quickly. And what's that? What you got?
Well, for people who don't live in Atlanta, Spaceman is a Hyatt-centric facility. Hotel. Yes, thank you.
Hotel.
And they on fourth Friday, I mean, they always have something, but we like to go to fourth Friday. DJ Mike is there, and it's a good time. Hi, Samika Evans. Thanks for being here. John Mickens. I don't have my seeing eyes on, but yeah, Spaceman is at the Hyatt Centric in Buckhead. It's a hotel with a rooftop. Everybody got a rooftop. Okay.
Everybody.
When did that start? That's a COVID reaction.
I guess so. Maybe so. Keep you outside. But it's also sexy, to be out and see the skyline and the
It
moon when
is.
it's nice and bright. So I enjoy it.
And so proceed.
Yeah. So anyway, we're sitting there having a good time at Spaceman. DJ's spinning, and this gentleman walks by, and he kind of looks like Michael Collier, just a little heavier. You know that comedian?
I know exactly
Because
who
I
he
kept trying
is.
to figure
Star
out, like, who
Search.
the heck did he look like? But that's who it was. And so
I
he
thought
comes
Mr.
cruising.
Brown. I thought Mr. Brown, Cora's daddy husband.
Yeah,
No.
well, he had his personality.
Okay.
But like his looks to me were Michael Collier, just a little chunkier. But
Okay.
anyway, so he walks by and he's got on a beige short suit with a rust-colored shirt. And it looked really nice. So when he walked by, I just complimented him. I said, "Hey, you look really nice tonight." And so he went into telling us all about how, in Atlanta, you aren't allowed to wear shorts to different establishments. So he frequents the places very early. And then what did Tree decide to do? He started talking a little long. So she patted the seat there. We had 2 extra seats and asked him to take a seat. And
Come on in the room. Mm-hmm.
and what did that spark, Tree? A conversation.
A lot. Quite a bit.
Yeah.
Actually, it sparked what these ninjas that claim to be, want to be down. It sparked what they don't do. I mean, he was
Right.
a gentleman. He
And he was
started the
free.
right way by
He really did.
buying rounds of drinks. That's the right way to me. Do y'all need anything? Genie in a bottle energy. We'll get to that later.
I would say so. Lots of good conversation. He was free. He was fun, really bubbly. And I mean, he kept telling us he was
eyes.
Yeah, he had beautiful brown eyes. But he talked about how he was retired, but he just gave off the energy like he had nothing to lose. And he partied and had such a good time. He even drugged me out on the floor dancing. Now he got a little bit, now he wasn't handsy, but that conversation got a little bit, I won't call
What?
it mannish, but no,
No, I
none
don't
of the
know.
dance.
I was sitting my behind down, getting footage. I'm the footage girl. Okay, that's
Did
what
you
I
take
do.
footage of us dancing?
I didn't pull it up because I just
You had it.
So not of you dancing.
Oh,
I'm
great.
talking
Okay.
to the people in my stories, but no, I don't want to violate someone. I asked him about talking to him and getting his thoughts because, ladies and gentlemen, and you're watching the Tea with Tree. It's Unhinged, single in the city. I'm sharing what it's like to be 50 plus and out here field tripping. And not to be confused with the age of Aquarius field tripping. Okay. So he began. Yes, you said watch it. He began to tell us about hardware. He began to tell us about his life insurance. And when I say his life insurance, his decision or how he goes about ensuring that he stays alive. Basically, and I'll start this one off. Mr. R shared with us, ladies and gentlemen, that he does not date women younger than him. He looked at me and said, "You will never kill me." Now, y'all can figure out what that means.
Yeah.
Because I am that girl. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
So Mr. R was what, 63? No, 62. He'll be 63 on Friday, actually. And
girl, you remember that?
Of course I do.
You a real one right there.
Well, that's that journalism. I love a story. So, I kicked in and listened to him. But yeah, so he said that he dated women older than he was. And I asked him, I said, well, yeah, purposefully. And I asked him, where did he pick them up? And he said, the nursing home. And then that's when he had another one of his crazy quips where he said, maybe I shouldn't say that, but you remember he talked about how he picks them up at the nursing home, and preferably those that are immobile. So he
did.
remember?
Yeah,
He did.
no, I'm
Yeah.
rolling
So he
with you.
doesn't
He
have to.
said all of that.
Yeah. But anyway, he
Uh-oh.
had a lot of funny,
Uh-oh. There's a ghost.
mannish or disrespectful. The only thing when we danced, we got up and danced, and he just said, "Oh my God, I didn't know you were working with all of that."
I
And
heard him say that.
yeah, and so he remember, and,
He
yeah, and he
came
talked
back and
about the Coke
reported to
bottle and
me.
all. Yeah,
Like,
so
I can't see. I see.
did he?
He
Oh
reported to
Lord,
me.
yes.
It's okay.
That is so crazy. Yeah, so he said he would have gotten me up a whole lot sooner had he known that.
Baby,
So we danced a few times,
he
but
would have gotten you up, but he don't want to be got up. Okay. He said, I will never
right.
date because he did a gun. He did like a cocking of the gun.
Oh, and the lawnmower. Remember, he kept trying to charge the
Yeah, yeah.
lawnmower up or something. Yeah, he was funny. But
He
yeah,
was
but
a
very nice.
he was a good time. And then.
And then
Well, wait. So what I want to say about Mr. R. Mr. R has the confidence cheat code, ladies and gentlemen. It is the cheat code that all of you fine men out there need to consider. Mr. R shared with us that back in the day, ladies like us would never give him the time of day. And I said, no, 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 no. Your confidence is sexy AF. You think you are and therefore I stand in agreement with you on that.
Mhm.
I mean, he's definitely not my type, but his energy, how he was moving and sat right
Yeah.
down. A lot of people, a lot of men, not a lot, I haven't dated a lot of men, but men that I've dated, they abhor that I talk to everybody. But that's the thing. And Trisha, T-Dub
T-Dub, yes.
had one word for him and he just lit up like a Christmas tree. She said, "You look nice in your suit." And it was rooted in how he was walking around like I am somebody. Okay. He told us 59 times he was retired. He pays for everything. We were not in search of that, but it's certainly good information.
And it also felt comfortable to accept the drinks from him, because sometimes we don't want to, because you don't want a gnat, on you all night.
So wait, if you go out and a guy buys you a drink, you believe that you can kind of tell the energy of those dudes that expect you to be sewn to them at the hip for the rest of the night.
For the rest of the night. Yeah. So
So
sometimes I just say no, because for the simple fact that I don't want, him buzzing around the whole night.
Sharon Manigault Ellington. Oh, that is so refined. Sharon Manigault Ellington. She says she missed it. Is.
Yeah, I like it.
She says she missed the first part of the story about who Mr. R is. Mr. R is a gentleman in every sense of the word, that other than telling you he had a Coke bottle, Coke bottle body. He is a gentleman that we met at Spaceman at Fourth Friday. It's not called
Final Fridays.
Final Friday.
I think it's the Howard Morehouse event or something like that. Yeah.
And he was a gentleman. I thought he looked like Mr. Brown. T-Dub says Michael Collier. I didn't take his picture. I don't want to violate people.
Oh no.
And I don't want to get beat up. And but he kind of ghosted us at the end. We're going to take a break. But I have a third eye, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching the Tea with Trei. I have a third eye. I know when you lying. You think you playing me? No, you're getting played. And so he said he was going to go to the bathroom. And I said, okay. And when he left, I told T-Dub, I'm like, he's not coming back. And he didn't come back. Hey, Jungle Brother, welcome to the show. He didn't come back, except he did come back. And we can tell you about that when we come back. But before we go, how'd I do? That was a lot going on right there just now. before we go, we talked about field trips. And, I love them. And I want to share with y'all an event. There's a lot of events coming up that we need to talk about. But I'm going to share with you a field trip that's happening the weekend of Georgia Tech's homecoming. Now, let's stop and pause for a minute. And I don't want Ryan to cuss me out. But if I'm being completely honest, until I met Ryan, nothing about Georgia Tech was attractive to me. I'm from Michigan. U of M is the equivalent of Georgia Tech. I used to go to U of M parties, but it was a lot of Black people up there. And down here, I just didn't imagine there to be Black people there. At any rate, meeting Ryan, and then he opens the door to his people, and I was like, okay. So, Georgia Tech homecoming next weekend. You got your step show, you got whatever other events are happening. Thursday, November 7th, after the step show, we're going to meet down at the Sauce. It's not the Sauce. I got to quit doing that, T-Dub. That's going to confuse people.
It's a Georgia thing. We do it. The
Kroger, the Walmart, the
Yeah.
Morehouse. But we're going to be down at, well, I don't know. It might be a field trip, ladies, if y'all want to come hang out. Down at Sauce Buckhead, Georgia Tech said, we like to party too. And we know how to party. So don't do them. And we know anything that the Omegas are a part of. Well, T-Dub, I have an affection for them. You know that. And we'll talk about them later. But it's going to be a good time. It's Thursday, November 7th. After the step show, it's kind of like a kickoff for the weekend events. Sauce, Buckhead, cocktails, hookah. Let me just put the situation up here so I don't have to hurt my brain. T-Dub, what do you know about Georgia Tech and Black people?
Oh, lots. I had a family member that finished Georgia Tech, an ex-boyfriend that finished Georgia Tech. I work with lots of them, but I think that they're the Black nerds, but they're cool. And they're quirky but cool. And a lot of them rode the M train, which is the management train rather than being engineers. And then I have a very close girlfriend that is also a techie.
I don't know what I was
A lot of cool people. I don't know. But they're all over the place.
When you said M train, though, I don't know what I was thinking. But yes, I understand.
Management. Yeah. The management train. Oh, okay.
Right. Sauce Buckhead, 25 Irby Avenue. Look on the flyer. I put it up there again. Cocktails, hookah, you cigar people. Don't be dropping ashes on me. Go outside on the patio because that's where you can do it.
You named everything else, so why not a green photo wall?
We've been to Sauce a couple of times. I think there was a green wall out there. Now, this party is brought to you by LB Brown, class of 94, the 9 Quad, as they are respectfully known. Now, I think this is going to be a good time. From what I know about Mr. Brown, it's going to be a good time. So y'all, head on down there. Let me know if you want to come. DM me. We can go together, or we can meet. We can't go together. Me and T-Dub go everywhere together. T-Dub, you got to come with me. I can't be outside by myself. She said she'll get back to me. Look at that. Dang, left me hanging. You're watching The Tea with Trei and my non-committal partner in shine, T-Dub. We will be black. We'll be back. Thank y'all for coming. I'm so excited to see everybody.
Let's be clear. A clean, healthy environment is what you and your family deserve. The truth is, our indoor air can be up to 5 times more polluted than outdoor air, which can dramatically affect respiratory health, especially among children and the elderly. The solution is clear. Clear filters trap and remove dangerous particles from the air, keeping substances like bacteria, viruses, mold, dust, and pollen from accumulating in your home and other indoor spaces. Clear filters offer a diverse selection of filters that meet the highest industry standards. Clear filters catch even the tiniest contaminants, creating a healthier and safer breathing experience in your home and other indoor environments without compromising the integrity of your heating, ventilation, and air conditioning systems. Visit ProjectClear.org and take advantage of all the benefits a cleaner, healthier, pollution-free environment has to offer. And together, let's clear the air.
Here's the information for the tailgate going down next weekend. New spot, Lot A, 199 Alabama Street. Music, food, steaks, chops, hot dogs, burgers, scrimps, scallops, food, drink, liquor, alcohol, Southern Edge.
Listen to me.
DJ, TVs, games is going down at the Two Live Stews tailgate.
Uber out there. $30.
Yeah.
Eat all you want.
Yep.
And drink all you want.
All day long.
$30.
We never run out of food at the tailgate.
DJ Bing's going to be there. He's confirmed to be the DJ. We're going to have big screen TVs. If y'all been for the last couple of years, y'all know how we do it when the Cowboys or the Steelers come to town.
Yeah.
Tailgates are...
Okay, BMX, this is what they want. That family shit. Jersey. Hey, yo.
Hey, how are you? I'm good. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. I'm also good, if that matters that fucking... Oh my god, that looks so good. Is that your favorite flavor? Yeah, oh my god, I love this flavor. It's like my absolute favorite. I also have a favorite flavor of food if you would care to ask me a question ever at once, ever in your life. Okay, so you have 2 brothers and 1 sister. Yeah, I'm the middle. I'm the middle kid. Oh, that's so funny. Why do I know everything about you and you know nothing about me?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. The Tea with Trei, Unhinged, Single in the City. That is, did you see any lies there?
Well, it depends because I guess I ask a lot of questions. So
then they don't have to talk.
Well, no, they talk and I share. But, you just kind of coax them into conversation.
So you felt that rendering was not really giving. They were lacking in they were waiting to be led is what I got out of it. Like, lead me. Why I gotta, I'm working on being quiet, quite frankly, because I feel like I give out too much information. Mm-hmm.
Well, honestly, in that scenario, had that been me and that person was not talking at all, I would have just said I wanted to excuse myself because I apparently was not very interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, she would have been Sarah.
I would have had to leave.
You would have Sarah'd out?
I would have. Indeed. 25-20. Yes.
Who is Sarah? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. We're talking about field tripping from the weekend. And normally we'd have, some kind of order. And shout out to Ask Emma J. She sent me that clip. Emma J is going to join us. We're not going to be here next week. We taking a break because, it's an election going on and all that. And so we're going to take a break and just and not be here. But the week after, we're going to have a therapist in the building. Okay. I love feelings. I love talking like that. But Sarah, who is Sarah? Well, we told you we were down at the Spaceman on Friday, and it's Halloween. And so T-Dub thought it would be appropriate for us to discuss the issue of ghosting and disappearing acts. And so this is what we're going to do. We're going to talk about our time with Sarah and Jesus. I don't know how many of you are out here on these dating apps, and T-Dub will be back in a minute. I don't know how many of you are out here on these dating apps and actually meeting these people. I am on the dating apps, and I have I've met up with a couple of people, and it's been interesting. And I have had to leave middle. I wouldn't call that ghosting. I call that getting what I need, which was to leave. But we're down at the Spaceman and we see this lovely couple dancing and carrying on, and it's a white, 2520, 2520, 2520, 2520, and a Hispanic man, and they have chemistry, and it's all, African American music playing, and she's getting it. The 2520 is getting it, and I was like, "Oh, they are lovely." And we're actually admiring them, which I think was part of what happened. T-Dub, you want to finish it out?
So? Sure. So, like she said, we were admiring the couple. I mean, they had so much chemistry. I thought they were a couple. And then all of a sudden, Sarah, she bends down and tells me hello. And then she says, "This is Jesus." And I
Jesus, y'all.
looked like, okay, but I didn't understand why she was introducing them to me. And then she leans over and asks Trei for her name, and Trei introduces herself, and Sarah meanders. And what did you?
I tell
she
sit
down,
have a seat, down, Sarah.
And then Jesus is sitting there, standing there, looking like, what the heck is happening? And so I asked him to sit down. And so I said, "You guys are, a great couple." And he said, "Well, she's trying to leave." And I said, "What?" And then Sarah,
I didn't know he was telling you that.
Yeah. So as she was talking to you, he was telling me the story about how he swiped right on Tinder. And then I said, "Oh." And so I explained to him, the whole Tinder situation. And he said that in his country, Peru, they didn't see Tinder as a hookup site.
Okay. So I don't know anything about any of this conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Number one, I didn't know that he was telling you the exact same thing. And I'm going to tell them what she was telling me after you're done. What about Tinder in Peru?
Yeah, so in Peru, he said it's just a play, it's just like a dating site, but it isn't a hookup site like it is here in the US. And he went on to say that apparently she didn't like him, or, she made a mistake in swiping right. But she said they said that we were matched. And so there they were out on this date. And he said that, it was what it was. He was having a good time, but she wants to leave. And so he was more than happy to walk her down to the car and call it a night with her and come back up and have a good time.
Except he didn't walk her down. Now, okay, so let me go back to what was going on my side of the table. You're watching the Tea with Trei. It's Unhinged. This is Unhinged. Single in the city. This whole situation is unhinged. So Sarah begins to tell me about her daughter, and that her daughter was having a party and she really needed to be at that party and didn't want her daughter to be mad at her. That's how she started. But then she ended up telling me the truth, which was, "I'm not really feeling him." I mean, I said, "Y'all look like y'all together." "No, I'm not really feeling him. And so I just, is it okay if he just stays here with y'all?" Another Black woman saving a 2520 is all I could think of, but also empathetic. And I'm working on my empathy. I was just like, damn, this ninja is ghosting him in real life. Like, not on a text, not ignoring my text, not calling my phone anymore. This is a bad deal. That was effery. You're watching the Tea with Trei. I didn't like it, and I wanted her to get away from me. She was wrinkly anyway. He was younger than her, and you just can't treat Jesus any kind of way.
Exactly. He was 43, and I don't know how old she was, but anyway, he didn't care. He was really cool.
He was smiling. Oh,
yeah, he was very nice.
Okay, I'm not gonna do my mouth like his, but I noticed I can imitate people really well. And he was okay. I'm not gonna do it. You're watching.
No, don't do it. But no, there's Jungle Brother with the word of the day. But no, so he was really cool. But when he told me we won't talk zodiac signs, but when he told me he was a Virgo, I had to totally shut down what I was giving, because they are like a moth to a flame to me.
And we don't do Virgos in the treehouse. And I mean, T-Dub, my partner in Shine, has given me a lot more of an ability of she's strengthened my resolve around Virgos, but there will never be a love connection because you will never emotionally abuse me. The end. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Any Virgos watching? Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for watching. I know
We love Virgos. We
you'll
do.
never forgive me for saying that, but that's how I have experienced them. They hard, and then they're soft, and then they're hard again. You know, can we just figure it out? So Sarah leaves Jesus with us. Now let me just say something about Jesus. Excuse me. And the difference between Jesus and Mr. R. I didn't need another drink. And I know James is in here. And I really don't give a damn what you think. But I'm not looking for a man's coins, but Jesus did not offer us wine like the other Jesus. Mr. R sat
Girl, you too
down
much.
and he started ordering what y'all want.
He called the girl over. He called his waitress over, his personal waitress.
Put it on my bill. She was
put it on my bill.
But Jesus, no wine, no nothing. He just needed to be taken care of by a black woman. And T-Dub, the ghost whisperer. Okay, that's your new name. Ghost. She whispered that man down. And I mean, was just you. I watched you while I was watching the meet. I watched you while I was watching the dad from Brandy, from Moesha. I watched you while Keith Washington walked by in that big ass suit he was wearing. Listen, you gonna get a nickname.
And don't forget the guy in red, the man in red. But anyway, Jesus, he was really a nice guy. He even told us, we ended the night switching out exchanging Instagrams. And he told us that he would make us the Michelin starred cuisine of Peruvian food. He said he couldn't wait to cook for us. Remember?
I just went to my Instagram because I forgot that this ninja. Yeah. Oh Lord Jesus.
And then also he said, and then Trei said we'd get in touch with him to hang out with us sometimes.
I did.
I mean, yes, you did. But he's a nice guy. So he got his visa. He had just come up from Miami, he said. And he's taken in Atlanta, but I loved his energy because he wasn't afraid. It was basically a full house of 11s, African Americans. And he asked me, he said,
favorite number
11. Yeah. And so he asked me, he said, do you think I'm the only Hispanic here? And then I had to say, yeah, besides those that are working.
Tina!
But
you step back.
But I didn't say it as a diss. I mean,
you're literate, not illiterate.
Yeah, I mean, he saw the people working. And so anyway, and I asked him, was he uncomfortable? Now, remember, he told us the story about the African-American young woman that he was trying to feel, he was kind of feeling. And what did she do?
But that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
This is a pattern with Jesus. And to clear something up, James, I ain't even going to tell y'all what he said to me the other day no, I'm not going to do it. But I didn't need any more beverages based on the fact that I don't remember until you just said it that I did not an invite. I just exchanged whatever. Not my number, but like he could probably be watching and I looked over there. I don't know, but I didn't need any more beverages. I did not know that that man, I didn't know that I gave that to that man until you just reminded me. And yes, I was adamant. Do you date black women? I wanted to know. Baby, this man has a ghosting. He is a gold medalist in the ghosting category. And the nominees are Satan, Diablo, Jesus. He's winning. And I felt so bad. We couldn't even get away from him. T-Dub, it was nice. Hard to he was, but it was I felt not afraid. I felt stuck. That's it.
I felt very stuck. Yeah. Because he wouldn't leave. He would not leave. And what happened when we left? He moved to the next table of African American women.
And
So I
didn't
guess
buy no
post up with
drinks.
them and then buy drinks.
You watching
Listen,
the tea with Trei, baby.
I have to make a comment.
Go
Someone
ahead.
said that I should start telling jokes at the next Trump rally. Who is it?
Who said that?
Enrique James.
Ignore him. Ignore him.
Okay.
You know who that is. Cuckoo. You're watching the tea with Trei. Y'all check out the No Show if y'all want to hear that bullshit. Okay. James, why you messing with us? He likes to play.
Okay. Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, that's naughty. Naughty. He don't like it when I call him James. Ghosting stories, and then we're gonna take a break. Tita, I understand you have some information about your own ghosting stories.
Sure. So what I'm starting to do now is I have these text messages. Oh, and see, Perry, I'm a Capricornius, but I kind of live in the Aquarius zone more so than not. Okay. But anyway, yeah. So when these ghosting situations happen, the guy typically they will come back after a while. And so I've created some very funny texts that I would send as though they were an automatic send when I get them. And
ladies and gentlemen, get ready. No, we don't do pins.
Yeah, we don't.
Douglas is rubbing
So one is
get your recorders out. Record this section because you're gonna need this. No, we hope you don't need it, but go.
Right. So one is, yikes, I've been contacted by a ghoster. 2, ghost alert. Now these are automatic texts going back to these gentlemen. 1, I have declared a ghost and I insert the text date. Or ghost status set established, insert the text date. And the best is, I can't be reached right now at ghosting anonymous meeting. It's like, go away, but I don't get ghosted a lot. I might be the ghoster. I don't know. But the last ghosting I got was a gentleman that told me he was on his way to church with his daughter and that he would be calling me when he got out, regardless. He wanted to talk to me again, and never heard from him again. So,
wow. Winner.
Yeah.
Winner, chicken dinner. Not.
And then the latest, I just figured he sailed off on his boat because he spent a lot of time telling me about his boat that he had at Alatoona Lake. And
where you cannot sail, by the way, it's a lake. Can you sail on a lake?
Yeah, Lake Lanier.
But now, I mean, is that really sailing? Those are boats, right?
Well, that was the best word I could come up with.
No, I'm just okay. So he was sailing.
Well, no, you can't use a sailboat, but you can use a motorboat or a speedboat.
He was on his pontoon, okay, because that's what that ninja was on. If he ghosted you, okay.
And so yeah, but he popped back up with a rose emoji a few days ago.
No scripture. That's not the scripture, man. We got all kind of situations.
No. So anyway, I just let his rose wilt. I didn't respond.
I have had so I was married already for 20 years. So I didn't have a lot of boyfriends. I'm just like this is my most dating behavior of my entire life. I am lame. In fact, we were talking about omegas. I used to be afraid of them when I was in school because they were just, but I'm better now. I like now. But ghosted, yes, in real time, like in my face. And I'm not going to say how recently, but Tita happened to be there to catch me because I was hot like fish grease. Okay? Because it was unnecessary. We're adults. Like, what the hell was that? And I'm not going to go into it because I don't want to, but I think in hindsight, that was for my protection from what I've heard on these streets. Okay? You're watching The Tea with Trei. Are you coming to the unofficial, unauthorized Unhinged 2 Live Stews weekend. If you are, and you say it first in the chat, you're going to get a bottle of Southern Edge, baby, from me. So I'm going to be looking while we go to break. You are watching The Tea with Trei. I am the Trei Taylor. And who are you?
T-Dub.
T-Dub. And we're having a good time. It's the pre-Halloween show. Boot up, boot out, disappearing acts. Poor Jesus. I hope he wasn't watching. We'll be back. Good evening. Welcome back to The Tea with Trei. It's another album release. I told you I'm going to play my whole album. I mean, my album has like 12 songs. I have 2 albums. Shout out to Loose Neck Side, the most supportive human male that I have known in a while. Like, he knows what he does. And I'm so thankful to you. I think that's very cute. If you look on his avatar, he has my album cover with my whole wedding ring on there too. And I just think he does that. He'll put Arlie's picture. That's just cool. Like, I don't know whose man you are, but you're my friend. I really appreciate him doing that. You're watching The Tea with Trei. It's Unhinged, single in the city. We have a winner, which I will announce when we get into reading this chat. We have a winner of the bottle of Southern Edge, and I don't even think I have to mail it. I think I'm going to see that winner this weekend. Awesome. Tita, the chat is on fire, but I want to get into some other things that happened this weekend. Reggie, I done called this man by his name. It don't matter. Mr. R, Reggie, I'm going to call everybody whatever name I want to, starting now. Mr. R, he might not want the aunties he doesn't want what we have to offer. He's trying to make sure he stays alive. However, down at the meat market, at the Morehouse, those alumni babies and those Omega babies, they shut all that down. One of those Omegas said to me, "Why do y'all keep bringing that up?" When I said, "How old are you? Why are you like I wasn't nasty about it, but I just sir, I could be your mother, sort of, kind of." And he said, "Why do y'all always bring that up? I don't want to hear that." So I just stood there and listened to his rhetoric, which it wasn't rhetoric. It was all the things that a woman might like to hear, because I'm not a girl. And I let him go. And then T-Dub and I she was not accosted. She was approached by an Omega as well. Just a gentleman.
Mhm.
Share that situation.
Yeah, so he told me if he was a few years older, that yeah, he would definitely make me his. But he was
No,
so
no, no,
sweet.
no, no. You need to tell what he was doing. Like, because y'all got a lot of words, gentlemen. And I love words. I like to be
Maybe I
affirmed.
forgot.
But your actions.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
tell him what
definitely.
he
I'll get into it. So I had to go to the ladies' room, and they were all filled up. You mean that story?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And so he was so sweet. He said, "I'll clean it up for you." He cleaned, and it wasn't the gross ones. It was the kind of like the
They
nice
have
ones.
nice bathrooms
Yeah, they were
when they
very
do
nice.
stuff.
But he went in, cleaned it all up for me, and he said, "I'll watch the door," because it was the men's one, because they were so full. And so he stood outside and waited for me to come down. He helped me down out of the trailer. And that's when he went on to say that, was if he was just a little bit older, he definitely would shoot his shot, and make me mine, because he knew, make me his, because he knew that he didn't necessarily have a chance being so young. But very chivalrous, very kind, and yeah, knew how to treat a lady.
He was nice looking, and he was a nice young man. And then we went out of the gates because there was,
Oh, and he offered us drinks too.
I mean,
Yeah,
we had the band.
don't dog him out.
She said, "Don't do that. Don't do that." She was like, "Put your arms behind your back." Okay. Yeah, thank you. No, I've had enough. I've had enough.
Yeah,
But
don't kick them when they're, just always, try to encourage them.
right.
Mhm.
So, inside the gates. So we went to the homecoming, the Spell House homecoming. Wait, what? And we had sidebar. This was annoying. We paid to get into homecoming, and then we paid to get into the Omega
Fest.
party, Soul Fest. Thank you. Soul Fest 2. And honestly, I will do that again. I need a bathroom, and they had one. And they had beverages, and by the time I had two, I would have paid $20 each. So it worked out for me. And we had a place to sit because
Wait, and they offered a meal. The food was all night long.
right. I didn't want to talk about. Well, so sometimes when I don't like things, when things aren't appealing to me, it's better for me not to comment. But yes, they had food. They had food. And so you need food when you have beverages. And so I will do that again. And I like to go to their stuff. I know people that are in other organizations that say things to me like they wish blah blah blah, and I won't say. People that I know that are close, so they are known for having a good time. So we had a good time, but then we like to move around. I don't want to be still. I don't want to sit in here and watch y'all grind on these girls with bubble, what do they call, bubble skirts?
Mhm.
Is that what they are? And
Yeah,
so we went outside, and that's where the older people were. It was older people in the Q tent too, but
it was a good mix.
it was just so much meat to look at outside of the gates. So we went out there, and we happened upon some young men, and they proceeded to again let
Shoot
us
their
know
shot.
that they were going to go ahead and shoot their shot, and they were not mannish, they were mannerable.
Very nice.
And
Very
as we're walking, they wanted to take pictures with us. They're from LA. You know, California's progress. I don't know. I need to just accept that they liked what they saw. That's what it is, right? And so they took pictures with us. One of them was trying to get my number in the name of, because I have a little cousin that goes to the Morehouse, and he was like, I'll help him out. And I know that people in those frats and at the black school, y'all come through. Y'all are about networking. And I didn't give him my number because I just no, he'll be all right. So I said, Tita, why did they keep talking to us? And she said, hidden figures. What's that?
Hidden figures is in today's society, the ladies give it all away. And I think that so bodies are seen so much that the allure of the female form is kind of it doesn't really excite men anymore. And so I think that it's the fact that we aren't giving full on nakedness, and that we are what demure and what else mindful and what's the other word? I don't remember.
I don't
I
know
know
if I'm
it's
either of
okay.
those, but
I
you
know it's
definitely are. I mean, you are the epitome of that. I think that that's why
aw,
this works. But I
but yeah.
definitely go
No,
ahead.
I was just no, I was just going to say that I truly believe that it's because we give off something different, and just not giving it all out, to the world to see. It's some allure, it's some mystery,
Right.
and so I
And
think that's what we find attractive. I mean, and we're attractive, so
we are
why not?
very attractive. I don't
Yes.
like to have my thighs out, but I did have them out on the weekend. Um, but I don't show a lot of, I mean, the chat says that I brought one more shoulder down. But I like to I mean, these are my parts that I like to,
The
share with the
décolleté.
world.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was, I like that explanation. It makes total sense because there was utter nakedness all around us. And, shout out to y'all. I didn't do that when I could, and I don't do it now. I was more demure when I was younger. I'm a lot more bold now. I'm Mr. R. I'm very confident, you know. I have to stop myself from walking up to people because I'm working on another approach, but it was a good time. This weekend was a good time. We didn't want for anything, truthfully. And that's usually how it is when we go field tripping. Let us proceed into the chat, darlings, because we have a lot. There's a lot going on. I'm starting with the starred chat. From Loose Neck Side, my knees still sore from our homecoming at Southern University a week ago. That
Ah,
HBCU love hits different. Absolutely. I don't know anything about it other than I was married to a Morehouse man who I guess I didn't know if I was going to tell that story. I
why
was
not?
married to so y'all know I have a type that I'm moving away from a little bit. I'm moving away from a little bit. But I was walking in on the Morehouse campus, and I was looking at the meet and taking in the fresh air. It's good air and the music. I saw DJ LV. Oh, big hugs. Saw Rashawn. Big hugs. It's just a lot of love. And then I looked to the right, and I was like, oh,
Look
and
over to the left.
baby,
Okay.
I thought I laid eyes on husband. It was
Thought she
Wes.
had one. Thought she had one.
No. What are you doing here? I said, the meet. What are you doing here? He's an alumni. He can go there. So yeah, it was a little weird because earlier I had shared in my stories that I hadn't been to homecoming since I moved back, because it was a little painful. If I'm being honest, that was painful. We used to be at those with our little kids, with our babies, and it was a good time. And I just didn't think I could face it, especially if I have to run into his ex-wife now, but they were still together. And so that was my first one, and it was hilarious. I took a picture with him and sent it to his mother, and that was good. We had a
But
good
you were
time.
easy and flow. Yeah, I mean, you didn't seem nervous or,
No, I forget. It's
at
I've
all.
forgiven him, and so the
Yeah.
thing is, I don't know, T Dub, if this is you or not, and ladies and gentlemen, y'all can tell me what your experiences are. But the way I know that I'm moved on is if I stand next to you and it's not negative. It's just like that thing that you used to be able to bring up in me. It's not there anymore, and
It
so
does.
yeah, and
Mm.
it's not sad. It was the best of times. And so we don't have that anymore. I can kick it with it. Right. Let's get into the chat. You are watching the Tea with Tree. I don't know why Douglas is sending me videos. He knows I'm doing my show right now. Rude. Tiffany Hall. Did he get fresh with you? Mr. R. Yeah. Coke bottle. That's fresh. That's not fresh. Trisha.
Oh, I'm sorry. No,
He
no, 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 no. It wasn't necessarily fresh. He made the comment about the Coke bottle, and then he said, it was something else about you. I'll leave it at that. Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't too bad.
she didn't feel
He was just a, just a flirty old man. But I mean, older man, not old man. Older. I had to fix it. He was a flirtier, older
It's
man. But he didn't
funny.
say any. But he didn't say anything that was disrespectful. He just had a lot of. He was just funny. He had a really quick wit about himself, and he was just
Oh.
fun.
And that's why
Mhm.
he could stay too, because I love wit so
Yeah,
much.
he was very
Sydney
witty.
Sydney can never say that. Can you try to say it?
Sydney Action Jackson. Is that it?
Sydney Action Jackson. Sydney Action Jackson. He did that on purpose. Sydney Action
Jackson.
SAJ. I hope nothing ever happens to my wife. I haven't courted a new woman in so long. I wouldn't know what to do in
He
today's
used
world.
court.
So lovely.
He used court.
I
So
like
yeah,
that too.
it's been a while. That's beautiful.
Reminds me of the guy we were in the ride share with that drove us around, and we told him to take his wife to Duke's. That's what that reminds me of.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think we sparked his energy for going out and doing something kind for his wife.
That's
They were cute.
another field trip we went on to Chicago.
My town.
Enrique James. We have to read Nadi's comments because it wouldn't be a show if we didn't. JY3 is the sauce where the old women go to party. So what he's referring to is the event that I shared with you all that could be a potential field trip. The Georgia Tech homecoming kickoff, 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. on a Thursday, Friday Eve. Will you be there? You should be there. James, go up there and see if that's where the old women are. Okay? Go outside. We ain't never seen James outside except for working and with us. So head on up there. Meet me up there. JY3, it's a lot of area to cover on the way to the bathroom at Space. He said the spaceman is large, and so there's a lot. Yeah, it is. But where we were sitting is prime real estate, honey, because we always sit in the best spots.
Out of space.
That's how Mr. R was able to get it in. From Sandman, I bought a drink for a woman and walked away slowly. She said, "Wait." He's a nice looking young man. I turned around and she complimented me on my swag. Yes.
Yeah. I saw that comment and really liked it.
Sandman I'm going to show you who he is. Are you going to be outside with me? No, not right now. on the
Oh.
weekend. Come outside with me for the unofficial, unauthorized,
Yeah, I'm doing that.
unauthorized, unhinged,
Unhinged. Oh, it's a lot of un.
2 live stews, not anniversary or whatever we're calling it. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna show remind me to show you Sandman.
Okay, yeah, but I
He
really
is
like that. That was a
he's
good way to pick one up. Okay, go
he's
ahead.
very respectful too, like those
Okay.
gentlemen we met. Jungle Brother. Rule number 1. Fellas, if you see a woman with
Mm.
her hair tied in the bun, Sade
Shots
style,
fired.
like
Shots
teed
fired.
up, don't holler at her. She got a man and most likely got some last night.
Wait. I missed that part. I thought you meant the one about the red flag if she has a bun.
No.
Wait, let's see this one. If you
Read.
see a
We
woman
need
with
sound.
her hair tied in the bun, Sade style, like T-Dub, don't holler at her. She got a man.
Jungle Brother. We love him.
He's been shooting
Mhm.
shots all night because he had another one about buns are a red flag.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, it's so much going on in here from Loose Neck side. Mr. R said, y'all not gonna kill me, young girls. Where my blue
And
pill?
that's what he said.
Woo, he said- Don't do the blue pill in the
Let's
SME
not go blue
network.
pill.
But we got a story, but we not gonna tell y'all that story. Jungle Brother, word of the
Ooh.
day. Empathy. Yes, I'm working on empathy. From James, any woman who has been on Tinder for more than a week in America is a certified freak for show. How would
I've
he
never
know?
been on it.
So what does that make a
He's on
man
his
that's been on
swiping, maybe.
Tinder? What does that make a man that's been on Tinder for more than a week? A freak off?
He's in. Wait, he said he's in straight grind mode, so he doesn't go out much.
Yeah. So Sydney Action Jackson. This one time in college, I was walking back to my dorm with this young lady, and the next thing she broke out in a full sprint toward my dorm. I saw her a day or two after. So I think he had a second part to this. I think it had something to do with a cue. I saw that. I don't know where it is. It's down somewhere far, but I know. Wow, because this is when I was saying I used to be scared of them.
And I still don't understand that. Was it the barking? I mean, I just don't understand.
What is that word? What's a good word for like when you're not? I was pure
Sheltered.
and yeah. I don't know if I was sheltered
Innocent.
because I was on my own since I was 16, but it
Okay.
was something about being able to do all that stuff
Mhm.
that makes you not want to do it. I had a boyfriend, but then he
Mhm.
left while they were just so
Intimidating?
yeah. I think I
Okay.
went out with one, but I was always on the red and white, and I'm just going to
Oh.
leave it at that. I felt more in control. That's it. I wasn't able to be in control, like manage the situation, but with the other, they
Yeah, they
kind
were
of
they were
We don't-
less intimidating.
That's it. I
Mhm.
was intimidated, and now I'm not. Jungle
Because
Brother.
that's
Because that's that what?
that's that masculine energy that you just can't deny.
Right. Like I need
Mhm.
it because I'm
Yeah.
always operating in it in other spaces. Jungle Brother says he will not be attending. He will not be attending.
I was hoping to meet a gentleman that gave us all of our words of the day and phrases.
Yeah, I think he's in New York. I'm almost sure, or Jersey.
Okay.
The winners of, and thank you, James. James is trying to make right on his acting up. He came out of the timeout corner and he said he would also donate a bottle of Southern Edge. So those bottles will go to Mocha Bella when she gets here, and Andre Stevenson. Congratulations,
Yay.
because they both hit it at the same time. Mocha, we'll make sure that you get a bottle while you're here. I don't know how you're gonna get it back to Miami, but you'll figure it out. Andre, if you don't live here, please say so. And or email me the1voice@gmail.com. Do not email me at no SME nothing. The number, I'm gonna put it in the chat. The number one voice@gmail.com. Let us continue because soon we need to get up out of here. From Loose Neck's Eye, when Trei said Omega, she put a little shimmy in that shoulder. Mm-hmm. Yes,
yeah,
I did.
that was good.
I don't have to be when I have my partner in shine with me. From Sydney Action Jackson, if he said he's been ghosted so much back in the day that he stopped taking that ish personally. He had one girl he talked to every night for hours in college, and then one day she never answered his call. Sydney is a gentleman. This is the man who said courting his wife. He probably uses words like suitor and chivalry. We like that word. It's okay, Sydney. Rejection is oftentimes protection, which is what T-Dub had to counsel me on when I got ghosted in real time for no reason. Well, I mean, there was a reason.
No,
but it was just weird.
Yeah, nothing that you did.
She told me that. She was like, why do you think that's about you? It wasn't about you.
Sometimes people are attracted to your light and you draw them in, but then once they get into that light, it's so bright, they know they can't handle it. They can't, and so they have to turn around and go the other way.
Well, he damn sure
So just keep shining. Just keep shining your light.
From what I hear. From Enrique James, Mocha Bella, they wanted to see if Jesus could really turn water into wine so they could drink all night for free. I don't have to drink. He's a fool.
I like that. That's good. That was good.
You silly. Mocha Bella, Trei, and T-Dub, y'all expected Jesus to buy y'all drinks? So that was your expectation? No, Roma. I didn't expect him to buy us drinks. I just noted, I don't expect anybody to do anything for me.
That's right.
But I just noted the difference. But whether they buy me a drink or not, I'm good. I don't want to, I'm not on that. I can do this by myself. I'm not on that. No. I don't want to do it by myself. I want someone in my life, but no, I didn't expect him to. I just noted the differences between Mr. R, confidence, didn't get ghosted us, and Jesus. From Terry Williams Sr. This is for you, Trish. I mean, T-Dub. Y'all know her name already. When y'all see her at the events, just say, hey, Terry Williams Sr., how do you establish ghost status? Is that, I thought that was for you because you said you may be the ghoster.
Oh, yeah. Well, so sometimes it's just not worth reaching back out. I went on a date with a guy that ended up being kind of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, if I'll say. Showed up at the date, and I'm sitting there, and he comes in with these beautiful flowers. I think I may have told this story. And they were exotics. And I said, oh, these flowers are beautiful. And then he says, well, who said they were for you? And so the whole date kind of started off rather weird. And he kind of was in and out and just really odd acting. It was like he was very duplistic, kind of bipolar acting in his personality. And so it just wasn't worth it to me to continue any conversation. And so I just kind of let him fade to black. I didn't respond anymore.
From Loose Neck's Eye, did y'all check out Jesus's hands? I didn't.
I think I did.
I might have checked out Mr. R's hand. I don't know. No, I don't. I think I was.
I saw them both.
I was on a mission. Wait, so what did you find?
So I was really I was really surprised about Mr. R when he said that he had the 3 daughters. He didn't
Don't
give 3.
don't.
Oh.
And you're watching the Tea with Tree. We're gonna keep moving. You can't do that. Tiffany Hall says, I really couldn't imagine dating in this day and age. Tiffany Hall, I really couldn't imagine dating in this day and age. I have not been single since I was about 11 or 12 years old. But then I think of actresses like the beautiful Regina Hall, beautiful Regina King, and women of that thread. And then when they say they can't find someone, that's really disturbing. First of all, wow.
Yeah.
That
So
is
you married
incredible.
your
She found him.
and your middle school boyfriend?
Would have to be Tiffany. Follow up with us on that. That's incredible,
Oh, that's sweet.
and I love it. I love it for her. Loose Next Eye is claiming again about a New Orleans trip at on October 29th at 8:11 p.m. He not coming. Just send us a picture of your hands, Loose Neck. We'll take Polaroids, and we'll let you know what we decide. We'll have it on the next show. From JY3, is that you on vocals, Tree? Everything in this space until somebody else comes with something is me on vocals. Yes, sir. I did
Just
that album
lovely.
in 2005. Thank you. Write, produce, music with Eric Fleming. I thought it was the best of times.
You coming
James,
back,
Miss,
girl. That was so good. It's wonderful.
thank you. Enrique James. Miss Taylor keeps referring to men as meat. That's funny. Well, I mean, I'm kidding, but I think it's fun to say meat. It's T-Dub's fault that I say it all the time. You want to tell him why?
Is it? I don't know why.
Do we talk about meat
Why?
or Paymaster before we get out of here? Which one you want? Meat?
I need to hear about the meat because I didn't realize that was on me. Did I say what?
You
Help
don't
me.
say the meats and you don't say meat market, but you have explained yet again another T-Dubism around meat. Around meat. So you can
Yeah,
either do the
walking.
meat or we can talk about Paymasters before we get out of here. You are watching the Tea with Tree. It is unhinged and it's very unhinged in this space. I love all of you. Oh my God, I love the chat. Microwave is here. Duplistic and demure. I need a thesaurus to follow this conversation. Yeah, we like big words and other things. Go ahead, Paymaster, or whatever one you want to do, and then we're gonna wrap it up.
Well, so the meat, I now know what you mean about the meat one. So we were out one night, and so this guy seemed a little timid, and I just said that, yeah, you always know the guys that are like walking around their meat, meaning they are, very confident, and they've got this swag and this, this thing about them, this thing. And so I call that walking around their meat. But then you got the little timid ones that don't know what to do with their meat. So they kind of walk
regular. Bent over, not bent over.
Oh no.
No, there's no bending over.
Yeah, I don't know what to call that. I don't know what to call that. But I'm talking about the confident brother when I use that term. It is amazing how much you listen to me and the things that I say. And now I'm like so surprised about half the stuff that I say because I'm just saying it and you're taking note.
Why is that interesting? Like I can remember, and I told this young man last night, he said something. Well, so this one guy, and then we're going. So this turned me on so much. And this was and then it was in the Omega tent. So this man walked up to me and he said, "You're wearing," and then he said, "my fragrance." And I can't say it on here because it's not demure. Nobody ever knows what I'm wearing. And the fact that he did, and it's kind of it's risque, it's oil, and somebody in this chat is gonna know what it is. That turned me on so much. I went to my bag and got the oil out, baby. He was right on the money. He was on the money. Okay. And so he said something last night and I was like, "Sir, my memory, I have a good memory. Nothing can get by me. And I won't call people out, but I am a good listener. I like stories. I love when you tell stories about how you grew up, and that has to do with how I grew up, but everything you say is important. Now, Enrique James called me. He says something about me not being able to comprehend. Sir, I'm running this show because he said something about having extra bottles of Southern Edge and that he would make sure someone had one. I was halfway reading it while I'm working. So what he does is insult. He goes low, like low. I treat him well. He's like a kid, like my son. But he doesn't have it in him. He'll be nice and then pull back. I hope that's not what you're doing in your other games that you play. But I comprehend very well. I listen very well. I do not multitask anymore because that no longer benefits me. But I think what you have to say is important. I'm so thankful that you're in this space with me. You compliment me. That's what LB said. That's what I can go down the list of people. The other Jesus, my Jesus said it. It's a list. And I'm just glad you're here. I hope you're having fun. I hope that, and these are the Stewies, really. These are Doug and Ryan's people that support Doug and Ryan. And so therefore they support whatever they support.
That's very nice.
And so I'm just so grateful. I look forward to seeing everybody. This is where we're going to be Friday, and I don't have the doggone run because I just was doing a lot today. But Friday, we're going to be down there in the Cascade. And by the Cascade, I mean that little area down there.
Historic Cascade is what I call it.
Thank you. And we're going to do a crawl. We're going to start at a coffee shop, and we're going to make our way around, and we're going to turn up. And I just cannot wait to see all of you. Then on Saturday, we're going to go to the Nest. We've been waiting to go there.
Wait, excited. Is that at the Signia?
Yes. The Signia, where all of our dreams were cast away in May because of
the water crisis.
But we're back. We're going back there.
Nice.
Now, on Saturday night, I will not be able to join the Stewies because we have a high society event that we'll be attending. And so I'll be out there looking good, smelling good. No one there is going to know what fragrance I have on. That's definitely. See, that's why I was afraid of Omegas. Because the fact that he knew what I was wearing. You know what I was wearing.
Dog in him.
And then on Sunday. I like that. Very good. Very good. On Sunday, we are going to be outside, and it looks like I didn't put the damn flyer in here. We're going to be outside at the tailgate. It's all over my Facebook page. It's all over my Instagram page. Y'all know where to meet. If you don't, I put my email in there, the number one voice. We were going to have you guys in the studio with us tonight, but I just can't get to everything. I don't know how Doug and Ryan do it. I bet it is hard to really follow. I see how it's hard to follow instructions from me because it's so much to talk about. Mm-hmm. So little time. But
this hour flew by.
The Signia is my spot. So Sandman is going to be there. Oh, James, see, there he goes. You ladies both look nice this evening, and you both have nice shoulders. At least one. And then in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He will come for me. I love y'all. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank
y'all
you.
Y'all are so fun. It's so hard to go away, but I gotta go. We will not be back next week. So I will not be able to remind you to go hang out with the nerds or not. They're not
and don't
nerds.
Forget to vote.
T-Dub said, don't forget to vote. And after you vote, because either way things go, you're going to need some excitement. Okay. So Thursday, November 7th.
Yes.
Okay. From 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. Meet us down at Sauce Buckhead. Ladies, if you're going to come, let me know. Because I don't know. I might have to be solo. I'm going to be mad if I am. This is brought to you by Georgia Tech alum LB and the 9 Quad. What does that mean? Well, this is the class of 94. Okay. They came up with that. So smart. They're going to be hanging out. It's going to be a good time. And so, yeah, we'll see y'all back on November 12th. I love you. Have a good night. Be safe. Remember to watch the No Show tomorrow, 7 p.m. The Naughty Dread and the beautiful Ali Michelle will be there to entertain. I'm going to tell you, Naughty works at the polls on election day. See? He's a man of many everything, honey. I thought that was so cool. Love you. Bye. We're out.